Let's talk about the Navy defense. They're small. This is not a very big defense. When you look at the Navy depth chart, which we have at irishbreakdown.com, you look at their front, they're 3 down linemen, and they'll actually line up. They have they have it listed as sort of a 3 down team. They'll line up and play 4 a lot, and they're I mean, at times it'll look a lot like Notre Dame's look, the 3 down, and then the fourth guy kind of walked up with his hand in the ground. So you'll see some of that, and that's going to be a big part of what Navy does. They're going to throw a lot of different looks at you. Just give me 1 second here, real quick. Normally, I can take drink breaks when Vince is talking, but obviously today I can't do that. So when you look at the Navy defense, they're small and they're very aggressive, and that's something that Notre Dame is going to have to handle. We're going to learn a lot about the Notre Dame offensive line in this game, in my opinion. And the reason I say that is because when you look at Navy, they know they're small, they know they're undersized, they know they're not real talented. And so what they do is they try to create problems for you with the pressures. And so they're going to line up with all types of different looks, 3 down, 4 down. They're going to show off coverage. They're going to come up and press. They're going to bring a lot of twists and stunts. They just don't come off the ball and just kind of play ball. They're going to twist and stunt all game. They're going to bring linebacker pressures. They're going to bring safety pressures. They had a really nice run stunt early against Cincinnati where they brought a safety from distance. They ran a twist, and a safety comes from distance, just blows up the run for a 6-yard loss. And that is something that Notre Dame has struggled with all season. We didn't see a ton of that from North Carolina. We saw almost none of that from USC. So Notre Dame hasn't been pressed in that regards. They will get stressed in that regards a lot in this game because they're going to mix up their looks and they're going to bring pressures from all over. That puts a lot of stress on the offensive line. It puts a lot of stress on the running backs, and it puts a lot of stress on Jack Cohn. Now, that's the negative. The positive is if you have a good game plan against it and your offensive line and quarterback play with poise and are disciplined, you can shred it. And that's obviously a big part of it. But a big thing in this game is going to be you have to be assignment sound up front when you look at the offensive line. That's a big key because, again, this is not a super talented Navy team. They've got one linebacker that I really like, Diego, number 54. They've got a really small corner named Glenn. What's his first name? Give me a second. Jamal Glenn. He's listed at 5'11". He doesn't look 5'11". But he plays a lot of their he plays field corner is what he's listed as, but I see him in the boundary a lot. He played in the boundary a lot against Cincinnati. Really smart kid, comes up aggressively. He'll give up short completions, but then he'll come up and rally and tackle. And that's really what Navy's trying to do defensively is they're trying to force you to get the ball out quick. They play a lot of off coverage. They'll close quickly on the ball. They're pretty good tacklers. I think that's one thing I like about this defense is I think they tackle pretty well. But they're trying to bait you into those quick throws. And to a degree, you need to take that, take that 6-yard gain on first or second down. But then also, as we'll get into some of the keys, is you have to find ways to then exploit them for some big play opportunities. But a disciplined team can really shred them, can really rip them because you'll find those creases in the run game. You'll find those big plays down the field. And that's going to be a big key for Notre Dame is you're going to have a good scheme, and then you have to execute that scheme. So that's going to be a big part of this game plan for Notre Dame when you look at how they need to be prepared for this Navy offense or Navy defense.